if you are a 10x developer, you'll be a 100x developer.
So we had 3,000 applications, but why, I don't know why you never really selected a lot of people out of it. So help us understand why, and why AI happened to get a lot of problems.
Yeah.
The problem part, not the good part. Internet is busy seeing so many good things about it. What the problem which we see in the young people?
So I think AI has first of all made it very easy to look like a good engineer, but it has made it more harder to be a very good engineer. So a very obvious obvious reason for that you can see, or conclusion that you can draw out of it, is when we were going through the GitHubs.
Yeah.
If you were to go through some students' GitHub 2 years ago or a year ago, the projects were not that great. Right now, the projects are great. They are like very high quality projects that a second year or third year guy or fourth year guy has made. But when you go to talk to them, there is like no substance, right?
So what do you think? It is personal techies problem, or AI happened to just create this how do I say, this easy route for every situation you're stuck in, and you create surface level optimized projects which you feel happy about, but substance is missing at end of it.
Yeah. So first of all, the real truth is that AI is good enough to solve the basic or the obvious problems right now. Right. So earlier, if a person would just learn how to write MongoDB or Mongoose, use Mongoose to write a schema, right now that is not enough. AI can do it in seconds. Right. So what stands out right now is your thinking, how good of a thinker you are. So something that I heard in a podcast is AI is like a multiplier. So if you are a 10x developer, you'll be a 100x developer. But 0 multiplied by anything is still 0.
How do you draw that line? So if someone who is in first year trying to become someone as smart as you are, how do they purposefully, intentionally ensure that they don't take an easy way and bypass that critical learning phase, which is go Claude, take premium version of Claude, put a prompt to it, and then you never really knew what all it takes to build that piece. What actionable you will give to the first year Kalyan? Let's say first year Kalyan has access to ChatGPT and Claude.
So something that is actually pretty prevalent, at least in Indian colleges, in my college also, is when we are in our first or second year, the teachers, the professors make us write the code on a piece of pen and paper. We still had compilers by then. We still had our amazing laptops that can compile in seconds.
Old folks.
Right. Yeah. So although it's hard to see value in that, but when like I was making actual products, that immensely helped me. It's like a switch that helps you understand instantly what is going on through your entire product in your code. You don't need to wait for it to come to you. It is natural to you from there. Right.
I still say this. I think that education is all about your ability to think.
Yeah.
And I think that piece of paper and pen.
Yeah.
In every moment, I think I'm personally stuck in.
Yes.
Helps me just draw the problem, break it into the pieces, and find a way out of it.
Yeah.
I see you doing it more.
Yeah.
Even when it's easiest situation where you can get exit in 5 minutes, or maybe something is taking few days, you always have that diary with you, is what I've noticed. Yeah. And I think it is like one of the fundamental part of you being, I don't know, techie, non-techie, designer, some other role where you're trying to do justice.
Yes.
That you do have that critical thinking, cognitive ability, go in the moments when it's really hurting, and have the ability to go through it, build that muscle which is expected out of you, not just the output for the task.
Yes.
And you eventually become the person to drive the value.
Yes.
Not that task complete kar diya using ChatGPT. Any specific directions where you have certain preferences? What are the unique things you will look in the kid who is in second, third year applying for wrestling? Yes. Particularly what you would want them to optimize for?
The first and most important thing is since making things with AI is much faster today, and it is not enough right now to build YouTube and Netflix clones. You should as a college guy right now, college kid right now, aim higher, push harder.
Mention एक दो project.
Do something around, we are doing something around 3D, so do something around 3D. You will find a lot less projects that are doing something around 3D. Something around motion tracking is actually an industry-wide problem. So it is very hard to track motion or displacement across long bursts of time without any drifting errors. So that is a problem that you can work on. So you'll find plethora of problems that are industry that needs to be fixed, and I think the bar or the pre-knowledge that was required before to solve that kind of problems is hugely subsidized by AI, and any smart person who has the right urge can just go and solve the problem today.
And complete few production level products.
Travel
entire journey of not building the tech, which you mention often, but also the situations where you're supposed to make the decision in terms of the tech stacks, how do you deploy it, and please make the GitHub link public.
Yes.
That
your CV link, drive link that you upload public, and
I mean, why would you not make those repository public? Why would you not publish?
Yes, publish.
Why would you not publish?
You cannot expect someone to download your entire code and run it again on my laptop.
And if you're copying something, it's so visible on GitHub that you don't want to include that there.
Yeah. And if you're copying something better, make it far better than what you have copied from initially.
I mean, be smart enough to copy that.
Yes, be smart enough to copy that.
So broadly, what we covered is that you make sure that you do enough projects yourself.
Yes.
Doesn't have to be an internship.
Yeah. Yes.
Always you promptly go ahead and find different things on internet, which is a problem. You mentioned few of them. You like what you like, but just make sure you go through enough heat and painful days where you will build your muscle, because it's not the task or the project, it's the person you will become.
Right. And like one more thing that I'll add is, do not outsource the thinking part, because thinking has a compounding effect to it. So the more you think, the more it will compound for you to solve the next harder problem in the project you are doing.
Wow, sir. You had this part of the script, you just said this problem.
I just heard Naval Ravikant or some podcast say
very nice, very nice way to summarize it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Gilal sir.